Hey guys, in this section I want to talk about pages. Not blog posts, but just static pages. And you can see here on the front end of our site, we're on the sample page that the default installation gives us, which is just some text. But you'll also notice we have a comment form at the bottom. And I never really understood why WordPress adds a comment form on pages. I understand posts, but pages, if we have an About Us page, there's really no reason to have a comment form. So we're going to change that. We're going to take the form off all the pages, and just leave them on posts. And another thing I want to talk about in this section is the menus. I want to show you how to create a menu and how to add and arrange links on that menu. So let's go to our admin area. We want to go to localhost/myWebDev/wp-login.php. And I'm going to go ahead and log in. Excuse me. Alright, so now we're in the back end. This is where we left off in the last section. I'm going to go to the Pages Manager. And like you saw in the last section, we'll have a list of pages. I want to create a new page. And I'm going to say, I'm going to make this the About page. About me. Because this is really an individual's blog. It's a web development blog for an individual. So let's just grab some content. I'm going to go to loremipsum.com. Lorem Ipsum, I think that's how you say it. Oh, maybe it's not .com. Let's just search for it. Lorem Ipsum. Okay, and I'm gonna generate some sample text. 5 paragraphs is fine. And I'm just gonna grab, say, the first 3 paragraphs. And I'm going to put that into our About page. And WordPress has one of the best editors, in my opinion. You see what we did? We just copied it and pasted it right in. With other editors, like for instance, I use Joomla a lot, which is a content management system. If you pasted in that code, it would take all the style with it from the website. And it would also, you'd need to add paragraph tags to it. You can leave this just like this. This is the HTML, and it'll automatically on the front end make paragraphs, so it's not all bunched together. So I really enjoy the WordPress editor. Alright, so we have our text. I'm not going to do an image yet. Let's just save this, or publish rather. So now if we go to our front end, reload, we have the About Me page, and it looks very nice. And we actually have a comment form here. We are logged in as admin. We're logged into the back end, but it also reflects in the front end as well, so that's why it says logged in here. And I want to get rid of this altogether anyway. Before we do that, I want to explain the menu system a little bit. By default, when you install WordPress, you have this main navigation, but there's really no way to access it easily and arrange the pages how you want. And also, if we go ahead and create a new page, it's always going to show up in this menu, and we might not want that. So if we go to the back end and we click on Appearance, Menus, you can see we have no menus here to play with, to order our pages or whatever. So we need to create a new menu. And I'm going to call it Main Menu. You can call it whatever you want. And click on Create Menu. So now we have this main menu. What we want to do is make this our primary menu. Click Save. And now we can add pages to it. You can see we have under our pages, we have About Me and Sample Page. We can also add categories so that if they clicked on the menu link, it would show all posts from a certain category. But what you don't see here is any home page. So there are a few ways to add the home page. One is to go into the PHP file, the template file, and add some code, but you may not be comfortable doing that, and we can just as well pull off the same thing by using the custom links box. So the URL is going to be index.php because that's basically the entry point of the site or the home page, and we'll just give it a label of home, and we'll add that to the menu. And then we'll also add about me and sample page. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add the sample page. We're going to create another page. So now we have 2 links in our menu. Let's save it. And if we go to our, I'll keep that up. If we go to our front end and we reload, so now we have our main menu, which doesn't have the sample page. And if we click on home, oh, I'm sorry, we need to add our whole URL here because we're in a subdirectory. So localhost / mywebdev / index.php. So that should be fine. If you're on a live site, you could put your domain name. You can actually just put your domain name. You don't even need the index.php. But let's save that and see what happens. If we reload, click on home, and it takes us to our home page. And you can see when you're on the index.php, it doesn't display up here, so it just displays our URL, our domain name. So that's how you create a page and add it to a menu. I'm going to create one more page, and we call this services. So we're a web development blog and we have services. Let's just say these are our services. We can make this a heading. If we click on text, we can actually add HTML here. So we can make this an H3 tag. And now let's create some services. Let's say web design, web programming, graphic design, SEO, let's say hosting services, and internet marketing, and tech writing. So these are our services. Let's just put those in an unordered list. And I want to show you how to include an image in your page as well. So let's go and just find something. Let's say web design images. Alright, so let's just grab this image. Just save that there. And so what we need to do is let's put the cursor where we want to put the image. I want it to be floated to the right over here. So we want to click Add Media, and we can browse a gallery if we want. I mean the media library, which we have nothing here yet. So let's grab that web image. Okay, so we have the image uploaded, and over here we can align it. Let's align it to the right. We don't want a URL, we don't want to link it. And then you can choose different variations of size. You can create a thumbnail medium size, which is set to 300 by 225, or you can use the image full size, which is 400 by 300. I'm going to use the medium size. And then we click on Insert into Page, and there's our image. So now if we're in another page, we can just go and we still have that image in our gallery that we can keep reusing. Alright, so that looks good. Let's publish this. And if you go to our front end and reload, we don't see it. That's because we're now using our custom menu, so we have to actually add it. So if we go to Appearance, Menus, let's just add the Services page. Alright, and you can actually add pages under subpages as well. So let's save the menu and go back and reload. Now we have services, and now we have our list of services, and we have our image, which we floated to the right. And since we're logged in as an admin, we can easily edit. Click edit and it'll bring us to the editor for that article or that page or post or whatever. But again, we don't want this comment form. Now there are different ways we can remove this in the code, in the PHP code, but we can also do it from the back end. If we click on Pages, and then we want to check off all the boxes and go to Bulk Actions, Edit, Apply, and from here we can edit if we want to show the author, the parent, the template, comments, or status. I want to change the comments to Do Not Allow. I also don't want the authors. I'm sorry, it's already set to not show the author. Alright, so yeah, so just comments do not allow. Now let's update. And if we go back to the services page and reload, our comment box is gone. Same thing with the About Me page. And I'm going to keep the configuration as having the home page be a blog roll with our latest posts. As I showed you in one of the last sections, if we go to Settings, General, I'm sorry, not General, I think it's Reading. Yeah, we can choose to, on our front page, display your latest posts, or we could go in the Pages area, create a page called Home with static content, then choose this and choose Home, and that would just show a static home page. But I'm going to keep it as a blog. Yeah, so, and we can keep it at 10 posts at a time. So yeah, so everything looks good. In the next section I want to show you how to create and manage posts. So I will see you then. Thanks.